Welcome to Morning Musume. My name is Jerry.
And I'm Jake.
And he is ugly sitting in the bathroom, and we are in my bathroom because today we were reviewing Morning Musume single,
The Piece.
Backpack Edition.
Backpack Edition! Huh. The Piece has been the long-awaited video that I have been looking forward to since I first saw a glimpse of it back when Jeremy first told me about Morning Musume. Anyways, he showed me just a clip of it, and I was so confused of why these beautiful Japanese girls were dancing around in awesome costumes and doing like 20s Charleston moves inside a bathroom inside a ship. And he told me, one day you will know. And I've been looking forward to it ever since.
Is it everything that you imagined it would be?
It was more... I think this is probably easily one of the catchiest Morning Musume songs that I've heard. It was definitely probably... I think that was the one I've sung along with the most, having never heard it before. I've never been able to like sing along with a song as much as I was able to for The Piece. So I really liked it. I thought it was really bouncy, and this, without a doubt... This song is what I consider Morning Musume.
The lyrics on their own make little to no sense, and as far as the context of the video, they make even less sense. The music video has relation to do with the fact of the scandal that happened back in the time where Morning Musume, right before they were about to film The Piece. There was a scandal involving the girls in which some of them were taking pictures of while they were in the bathroom, and these pictures allegedly were going to be used by the Yakuza, which is a Japanese gang.
The Yakuza are basically, if I'm saying it right, they're basically the Japanese mob. So like, or like the Japanese mafia. In Italy, you know, you have the mafia. In Japan, you have the Yakuza. It's a crime syndicate. So as to circumvent the scandal, they themed the music video around a bathroom with some very awesome tongue-in-cheek nods to the fact that the girls had been filmed in the bathroom, including an awesome shot of, who was it? It was somebody who was actually sitting in the toilet and went, ah! So they did an awesome little like, oh, you want to blackmail us? Sorry!
Cool. This is the first single as Ida as being the leader.
If he hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known. So a couple of things that I really liked about this video. Oh, I'm too close, you're not going to be seeing my head. Like I said, I really liked the song, I really liked the music, it was really upbeat, and it was really what I would consider Morning Musume. Did I say it right that time? Hey-o! Secondly, I thought the costumes were adorable. The cute little sailor costumes were probably my favorite. Not so crazy about the gold disco costumes, but I mean, how do you do gold disco well? I don't know if it was that I didn't like the gold disco costumes, or I was so off-put by the fact that the urinals suddenly turned into giant lasers. I don't know. The other thing I loved about this video was the dancing, because they did the little, you know, I like that, and then they kept doing the Charleston, or variation thereof. They did a lot of really awesome, like, throwback 20s era, Lindy Hop, Charleston-esque moves that I really, really appreciated. So those are some of the things that I really liked about the video. The lyrics. What was this song about? At first, I thought we were just watching a video with a bad sub, because these lyrics just didn't make any sense to me. And then Jeremy actually pulled up a translation of the lyrics. I read them, and I didn't feel much better. What is one page of youth in the history of the world? I wonder what my beloved had for lunch. The lyrics did not move me so much. This is one of those songs where I don't really care what they're actually singing about. I just want to listen to it because it's a fun song, and just don't remind me that they're talking about
nonsense.
nonsense, because it is. It's nonsense. It's right up there with that one song not Koi no Dansai, that other song you've shown me, where they change the lyrics every time, and it's kind of like the introductory song for the girls. Sing it for me.
Whoa, 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 session.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
How it's like, I spilled soup on my dress today. It sucked. Na 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 na. Today I got a bagel. It was good.
There's never lyrics like that.
I'm just saying.
This is definitely one of Morning Musume's more nonsensical songs. However, I do think that it is one of my more favorite songs out of Morning Musume. I think it's probably in my top 10 because just how catchy it is. Even though the lyrics don't make any sense on their own, I think the PV for the single is fantastic. I love the fact that they're in this bathroom that has a disco ball in it. I mean, who doesn't want a disco ball in their bathroom? The lyrics are basically about somebody who is just reciting things about their day that they enjoy. You know, they met a stranger on the street who was nice to them. Their beloved was sweet and understood them. And they have a hard time ordering pizza. It basically, to me, the song is like somebody writing down in a journal. And that's really what it seems like. And I think there was even a throwback to that in Rika's solo where she's saying about how the world's history is taken up by the first page of youth. And I almost wonder if maybe that was a throwback to the idea that this is someone who's writing down in a journal or maybe even a diary of what has gone on in their day. Or just, you know, when you write down in a journal, you just write down whatever comes to your head. And I'm wondering if maybe that is what the lyrics are about in their own. As far as the music video, it doesn't really coincide with the lyrics. However, I do think that there was a major throwback to the 20s, and I like the fact that there was so much 20s, that era. I think just like the whole roaring 20s influence, there was a lot of that, and I like that and I appreciate that, especially with the idea of the sailors and being out on the ship and then the big sparkly Morning Musume sign, and it's a very pretty music video in general. On a slightly more trivia side, this is actually the very first Morning Musume single that features one of the fourth generations as a center. As stated in the previous video, I said that there is a rather large push of Rika as seen by her large solo segment in the music video and in the single. She had a really large part in the music video itself, though, is that she was the center of the dance for most of the time, and there was even a few seconds where she had the camera centered on her and all the other girls had left from view. And I think that this goes back to just the idea that she is so pretty, so popular with the Wodas, that she just works very well to be the face of the fourth generation, not to mention the fact that she is the oldest. But this is, what? Wodas? The guys that are like, huh, huh.
My problem with using Rika as the center of this video was while she is very pretty, I didn't think she was that memorable. Like, the faces I remember the most from this video are Mari and Tsuji, actually.
Yeah.
Their faces are the ones I remember the most because they were the ones who had the most energy and vibrancy in their faces. And I mean, Tsuji was only really, the only times you really saw Tsuji were when they were standing like three girls in a circle and they were spinning. But I remember her more from those sequences than I remember Rika and the whole thing.
We're going to do something a little bit different today, and we are going to ask you as a question, and the best comment will be featured in the next Morning Musume video that we're going to do. So, the question we want to ask you today is in correspondence with the music video and the single and the lyrics and all the things involved, what did Rika's lover have for lunch today? So on that note, peace out. Hey! Itadakimasu. Hey!
Goodbye.
So, okay.
Peacing out into the sink. Done. Peace, peace.